How have you been and how are you reflecting on the past 3 years?
The past 3 years, have been like just one block. I never, in my worst thoughts, I never thought like the genocide would be going on for 3 years. Like December 2023 was right in the beginning of the genocide, and the level of sadism and like murderous behavior and savagery of the state of Israel was already impossible to fathom or to just even make sense of it. But then for the past 3 years, the state of Israel have been like expanding on that violence, like murdering Palestinians right, left, and center, like going full on genocidal. No apology, no regrets, no stop. The countries that have been asking the state of Israel to stop have turned out to be like complicit, with that genocide, and the conditions of genocide are still in place.
So you've been in Malaysia for the past several months. What have you been up to? Because I know you help out some NGOs as well. What's that been like?
Okay, actually, like being in Malaysia in December 2023 was probably the only positive thing I could do during the first year of genocide. So that experience inspired me to actually, instead of just being subject to genocide and also talking about it in real time to my computer with many audience, like listening online, I decided to just hit the road and go around to do lectures on Palestine. So in October 2024, I started in Poland, and then from there went to Germany, Luxembourg, Italy, the north of Spain in Catalonia, and then crossed the Atlantic, went through the US from Boston and the East Coast to Portland, just speaking about Palestine until I got really tired of explaining genocide as it's happening and why it's important for people to express rejection to genocide by all means necessary. And then because it started in Malaysia, I was like, okay, it's not safe for me to go home. I understood that Malaysia would like help Palestinians who find it like not safe to go home, help them stay for a bit until it's safe to go back. I got in contact with some friends and they're like, yeah, just come back. And I've been staying here. Like, I'm not allowed to work, so it's not work for me. Yep. Just like being able to live my life in a place that is free of Israelis. Like one of the most disgusting things I would go through in the West or in countries that have diplomatic relations with the state of Israel is having like defenders, supporters, and beneficiaries of Israeli criminal behavior trying to just reduce genocide to a debatable matter, which is disgusting. But as a beneficiary of Israeli criminal behavior, you have to be disgusting by default. But like those things do not exist in Malaysia. If anything, people do not reduce the genocide to a debatable matter here, and there are no Israelis. Malaysia is a very successful example of a successful country that imposes like diplomatic sanctions on the state of Israel, which is an example that has to be generalized.
Actually, that's a very interesting point, right? Because while I do personally think we should be doing more, I don't think enough people appreciate that Malaysia's starting point is what many progressives in other countries are pushing for, right? Where Malaysia is and has always been is that we do not recognize the state of Israel. Our passports don't allow us to go to Israel, and that's because we don't even have a Israeli embassy in the country, right? We just don't recognize the state.